Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. Yesterday we discussed why is Gianluigi Donnarumma leaving Paris Saint-Germain, and in today's video we'll be discussing what club will Donnarumma leave Paris Saint-Germain for. There have come out some recent reports mentioning that Donnarumma will stay at the club alongside Lucas Chevalier. Makes no sense. And I see, especially with him having 1 year left on his contract, I think the only thing this is trying to do is PSG's trying to show the world and all the other clubs, look, we could potentially keep Donnarumma. I mean, if we sell him this summer, we're going to sell him for like 20. We would not make that big of a profit. But I think they're just doing this to potentially up the price of Gianluigi Donnarumma. We obviously want to receive as much money as possible for the Italian goalkeeper. But these are the clubs to discuss, and we'll take them one by one. The first one to discuss is Manchester City. Manchester City have been eyeing out for a new goalkeeper, with Ederson, being like a half main number one keeper alongside Ortega, and neither of them are good enough for Manchester City to start for them, both in the Premier League and in the UEFA Champions League. And I saw them previously linked with Lucas Chevalier. I even talked to City fans. I told them Lucas Chevalier would be absolutely perfect for you guys. But now that Chevalier is coming to Paris Saint-Germain, Donnarumma could be an option for City. Obviously, he lacks the ball-playing ability of an Ederson, but he's an insane goalkeeper. Insane goalkeeper. Look at half of the goals Ederson conceded in the UCL last season. Donna is not conceding them. We saw Gianluigi Donnarumma's performance away at Anfield, in Liverpool. We saw that performance. We saw what he did in clutch moments for us. So Donnarumma would be absolutely huge for City. And this is not the first time City been linked with Donna. City been linked with Donna for like the past 2-3 seasons. Why? Because he's always been potentially available from Paris Saint-Germain. So I think Gianluigi Donnarumma at City would absolutely cook. And I think that's like the defensive reinforcement they need. They need an actual good shot-stopping keeper. And I think Donna could, be the game changer in potentially City winning the league or going extremely far in the UEFA Champions League. So I think Donnarumma to City makes sense. They got money to pay him good wage. A PSG who was having around 10 million. So City may up it to like 12 million. That would be a great signing. He would come as cheap as well. That's the thing. Donnarumma only has 1 year left in his contract. And goalkeepers don't go for that much. As outfield players and so on. So I could see City picking up, or any club, in between 20 to 30 million euros from Paris Saint-Germain. Next club to look at, let's pick Galatasaray. That's been the most interesting one. A lot of reports have been dropping that Galatasaray would potentially want him. Wait. There we go. This is much better. Galatasaray linked to him, and the Turkish league has been going absolutely crazy because everyone knows about the signing of Osimhen. By far the most expensive in Turkish league history. I think it's 75, but 30 million of it is paid now and 45 in installments. They obviously recently, before that, bought Ziyech, many top players. And we remember from Galatasaray before when they had Schneider, Drogba, and so on. But this is now different. This is insane amount of money. There's one transfer a lot of people have missed, and that is Kokshu from Benfica. Benfica signed him last summer from Feyenoord, Arne Slot's team. They bought him as like a good signing, and he was good for them last season. And now Besiktas comes in, slaps up 34 million, and gets him to Besiktas. So the Turkish league is extremely serious. They got Osimhen, as I said, in Galatasaray. If they can get Donna, and they're obviously in the UEFA Champions League, this would be an insane signing. Like the Donnarumma signing, it's two stuff. It's the quality of a keeper like Gianluigi Donnarumma, who has shown he can do in the biggest games in the UEFA Champions League. And think about it, Galatasaray, especially against the big teams, will have to defend more, will receive a lot of shots against them. That's where Donnarumma comes in. He would be absolutely huge. And then the second thing is the narrative, the optics. Gianluigi Donnarumma, who will win the Yashin Trophy. Imagine him showing the Yashin Trophy in front of the Galatasaray fan base. Do you know how huge that would be for Galatasaray and Turkish football in general? So like from a football fan's perspective, I would take Donna to Galatasaray. Plus we're not giving him like to an insane rival, Champions League rival like a City or something. So I would really like this. The money isn't that much for Galatasaray to pay. And they're offering him like an insane wage of like 300k plus. Donna to Galatasaray would absolutely cook. Then, got two Prem clubs left. The first one is Chelsea FC, who obviously recently slapped us up 3-0 in the Club World Cup. Every time I hear Chelsea, every time I think of Chelsea, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. I get crazy. 3-0. But yeah, Chelsea won Donnarumma. Sanchez had a great performance in the Club World Cup, but we all know his quality. We all know how the Chelsea fan base and the Chelsea management sees Sanchez. He's a good keeper, but definitely upgradable. They have Jurgensen as well, I think, who played a lot of Conference League games. If they get Donna, that would be absolutely huge. You know, they've signed already what? Delap, Joao Pedro, Gittins, might Xavi Simons, might sign some other players. If they get Donna as well, you know, Donna is a signing I think Chelsea needs, in the sense of he's not going to come there and, oh, we give him one chance, you know, like the Maduekis and so on. No, Donnarumma will immediately be a top 3 player at Chelsea. He will immediately up the level. And one thing I've seen is a top keeper ups the level like nothing else. I remember when we had Sirigu, Kevin Trapp and all of these bumps. Keylor Navas comes in and pop, we reach the Champions League final and the Champions League semi-final. That's how huge, especially in the league as well. Like Donnarumma could single-handedly win you 10 to 15 points in the league, which is absolutely needed for Chelsea FC. But as I said, the big thing with Donnarumma to Chelsea is that it wouldn't take time. This is not a trust the process player. This is not some youngster. This is Gianluigi Donnarumma. So this signing would be absolutely perfect for Chelsea. Chelsea are not actually giving out the highest wages, so that could be a potential stumbling block for Donnarumma to Chelsea. And last and not least, have you ever seen a biggish player not linked to Manchester United, the club? Manchester United, the great club Manchester United. Could they sign Gianluigi Donnarumma? First of all, they will offer him a crazy wage. I mean, they gave Mbuemo like 250, which is absolutely insane. Cunha got the same. So money-wise, yeah, Donnarumma will get his money. We'll probably get more. You know, abusing United's situation, saying you have no Champions League, you have no European football, give me a high wage if you want me to come. They can pay the price tag extremely easily as well. And Donnarumma would be one of the best signings in the past 5-7 seasons for Manchester United. He would immediately come in, up the level, you know, a huge upgrade from Onana. Amorim fix up a little bit. You know, they've already signed Cunha and Mbuemo. They might sign Sesko as well. Last summer transfer window, I still felt it was good. You know, they will still have Euro as a piece. De Ligt maybe becomes good this season or something. They have Mazraoui as well. But another good transfer window, United can start turning that wheel around, because Donnarumma would be a great signing. Manchester United would definitely do the biggest PR thing on it. Like, we got the best goalkeeper in the world or something. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. He could change a lot at United. But one thing we've seen at United, we've seen elite players. We've seen great players go to United and drop their level. And it could happen to Donna as well. I could see him have a bunch of Onana moments, De Gea moments. So, as someone that, you know, likes Donnarumma, I want the best for him. Out of the 4 options, Galatasaray, Chelsea, City, United. There's probably some other club. Saudi definitely trying to get him, but I don't see Donna going to Saudi. No Italian club has enough. Both Barca and Madrid have their keepers, and Madrid also have their second keeper in Andre Lunin. Bayern would be absolutely smart move for him as well. I mean, Neuer is absolutely washed up, so I mean, but he's washed up. They should get him. He would be superb for them as well. So yeah, but out of the 4 clubs I mentioned, Chelsea, City, United, Galatasaray, obviously Galatasaray is my number 1. You know, I would actually tune in maybe to Galatasaray game, UCL one, just for Donna. Just for Donna. We'd be happy for him if he makes Galatasaray go through the group stage and everything. Second, now I'm going to think like sportingly for him. United is definitely the last. So it's between City and Chelsea. Honestly, you know what? Fuck the Pep project. Go to Chelsea. Chelsea, as I said, the only potential stumbling block, they do not give that high wages because they usually just sign young players. But if you can fix that, I think Chelsea would be the best option for Gianluigi Donnarumma. Play Champions League football, compete in the Premier League. And, you know, Chelsea is a team similar to PSG. They started, bought a lot of young players, new project, and now we're getting to see the fruits from the tree get out from that Chelsea team. And Donnarumma would just sign for that team in, you know, whilst they're going up in trajectory. While City is a little bit of a question mark. Yes, they made a lot of good signings. Yes, it's still Pep, it's still City. I still have question marks over their side though, compared to Chelsea. I think Maresca is doing a great job at Chelsea as well. So if I was Gianluigi Donnarumma, I would go to Chelsea FC. So let me know in the comments down below if you could If you was Gianluigi Donnarumma and you could sign for either of those 4 clubs or mention an extra one, let me know the club's name in the comments down below. I'm going for Chelsea FC. That's been it from my boy PSG, and as usual, allez, Paris!